I thought you'd be asleep.
Go back to singing again. We're starting again here, guys.
Well, who preached today? Did preacher preach or did
Preacher did. Yeah, preacher did. Preacher preached, and we went down to Children's Church. We had quite a few, though. Okay. I come to while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ears, the Son of God is close and He walks with me and He talks with me and He tells me I am His own. The joy we share as we tarry there, not other has ever known. He speaks and the sound of His voice is so sweet, the birds just can sing, and the melody that He gave to me within my heart is ringing, and He walks with me and He talks with me and He tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, not other has ever known. Amen. Let's sing that song that we got interrupted. Remember last time they said that they was busy? They wanted us to quit because they was
what
playing.
was it?
God sent His Son. They called Him Jesus. He came to us. Give and forgive. He lived and died to buy back pardon. And if He raised it to prove because He lives, I can face tomorrow because He lives. All fear is gone because I know He knows the future, and life is worth living just because He lives. How sweet to hold a newborn baby and feel the joy and pride He gives. But sweeter still, the calm assurance this child can face a certain day because He lives. Because He lives, I can face tomorrow because He lives. All fear is gone because your favorite song, Joanne?
All of them.
Well, all of mine too, really.
Let's sing all of them.
That'd be till 5 or 6 tonight.
Oh, like I said, we
Sing
went over
all
to
songs.
Twin Oaks yesterday. They just kept singing and singing and singing, man. After we was almost there an hour, and they still wanted to sing.
At
But,
Christmas time, my favorite song, gospel song, is like,
Silver Bells.
yeah. The only song, Christmas song there really is. And then one, there's not a church song, is Silver Bells.
Oh, okay.
That's my favorite.
Well, now your favorite one's Silent Night. Was that it?
Yeah, Silent Night, yeah.
Okay.
Couldn't think of it. My mind's going.
My mind's going too. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is night. Round yon virgin's mother and child, holy innocent and mild, sweet in heavenly peace, sweet in heavenly peace. Cities are lost, busy life, resting hall and manger. In the air there's a ring of Christmas. Children laughing, people lost, every smile after smile, and on every street corner you hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas night in the city. In the rain, in the rain, soon it will be Christmas
Let me tell
Day.
you about the time I went to Walmart. It's Christmas time and just putting the Christmas stuff out, back there. And I picked up the silver bell and playing with it. And the man had one in his hand. And I started singing silver bells. He started singing silver bells. So we went all over Walmart singing silver bells in the sky.
That's funny. Well, people like music. It brings joy to their hearts.
Yeah, I know.
Well, everybody
That's
looked at
like
us
me.
like crazy. What are you doing?
That's like me, Tim. I'll be laying in my bed, and I have the oldies but goodies, solid gold, and I'd sing right along with them. The Beach Boys, the Beatles, Sonny and Cher. Yeah.
You come.
And
Yeah.
people go, well, we knocked on your door.
You-
I was, well, ain't that too bad? I was laying in my bed singing with my
Yeah.
cat right along with me.
That's right. Just sing. God made us.
Oh yeah, when we got the voice for the lungs, for them to sit and look at us or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm coming home, I've done my time.
Huh?
I'd like to know what is and isn't mine. If you receive my letter telling you I'll soon be free, I would simply like to know if you still want me. I don't know if I get the chord of that.
No, I just got
Oh, tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. It's been 3 long years. Do you still want me? If I don't see a ribbon round the old oak tree, I'll get on the run. Forget about us. Put the blame on me. If I don't see a ribbon round the old oak tree. Bus driver, please wait for me. And I'd like to know whatever I can see, for my heart is still in prison and your love will hold the key. A simple yellow ribbon's what I need to set me free. I begged and told her, please. Oh, tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. It's been 3 long years. Do you still want me? If I don't see a ribbon round the old oak tree, I'll get on the bus, forget about us, put the blame on me. If I don't see a ribbon round the old oak tree. Tie a ribbon round the old oak tree.
You know that song, that Green Green Grass and Palm?
Yeah.
I like that, don't you? The old town looks the same.
The old town looks the same as I got down from the train. And every me was my mama and papa. Down the lane I walked with my sweet Mary. Their golden lips like cherries, like the green, green grass of home. Oh, little home goes to meet me on the city always good. Green, green grass of home. The old house looks the same, though the paint is cracked and dry. There's a little lovely that me and Mary Jo played on. There's a lane I walked with my sweet Mary. Hair golden lips like cherries, like the green, green grass of home. Oh, little home, come to meet me on Legion. Smile sweetly always good, like the green, green grass of home.
I don't know how to do that first part where the old Padre, you know.
Yeah,
I don't know
and
that
then they talks about that. Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
that part.
yeah. Yeah, those were the good old
Appreciate it,
days.
though.
Good old songs back in
Yeah.
the good old days when we were young.
All those John Denver songs,
When
you know,
we,
all.
oh, there you go. You had to mention John Denver.
Mhm. I love John Denver songs.
Almost heaven, West Virginia. Good as mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is older than the sea, younger than the mountains. Blowing in the great country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road, I heard a voice in the morning as she called me. The radio reminded me of my home far away. Then driving down that old familiar road, I know I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday. Country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home.
What is Rocky Mountain High, you know that?
No.
I don't think you did.
Sunshine
I didn't think
on
you did.
my shoulder makes me happy. That's Mary Jo tested me.
Hey,
Well,
English.
I do know. Now, Peter, Paul, Mary also wrote that. You know Peter,
Yeah.
Paul, Mary? And they also wrote, where have all the flowers gone?
Yeah, I don't know the words.
Long
Long time passing, where have all the flowers gone? Long time ago, where have all the flowers gone? When to young ladies, everyone, when will they ever learn? When will they ever learn?
Always liked
Where's
that
all
song,
the
but I never
young
did learn
girls gone?
words.
Long time
Pat-
soldiers.
Well,
Where'd all the soldiers go?
Gone.
Graveyards
Everyone.
everywhere.
That's right. And when will they ever learn? When will they ever?
They just had that on my channel.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's something.
And Sonny and Cher. Yeah.
Wow.
I had a girl when I was in school. She was spit me image of Cher. Tall, thin, long hair, everything.
Wow.
You're watching on Saturday. Watch that country music show. It was on all day long. Country music.
Probably did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
the
a
Lyman? Is that what they call that?
it's MC. Oh,
Yeah.
MC.
And they had like they had Glenn Campbell on there, Lynn Anderson.
Yeah, all of them done
And,
about them, tell all about them and everything. And but
Roy
I watch it
Clark.
every Saturday.
Roy
It's
Clark.
1934. 1934. Remember that year, 1934.
Right.
That's the channel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember watching that. And Willie Nelson was on there. And they had all of them.
Yeah.
What's his name? Roy Clark.
Yeah, Roy Clark.
Oh,
Right.
All of them, yeah. And tell us
Yeah.
about how their life is and everything too. That's why I like
Yeah, and how they met each other, and yeah.
it.
Well,
Hey, good looking.
what you got cooking? How about cooking something up with me? Hey, big baby,
Don't
don't you
you
think,
think,
baby,
we can find us a brand new recipe? I got a hot rod holder and a $2 bill. Now I know a spot right over the hill. Soda pop and dancing feet, so come along. Come on, hey,
good looking.
What
you got cooking?
Tell us about the
Turn
cooking
something up with me.
Oh, Hanky.
Well, we better sing something else, so they think we're all going to hell.
What did you say? What did you say?
they're gonna think we're all going to hell. So we better change our songs.
I ain't.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
You are, I ain't.
Oh Lord, my God, when I am awesome wonder, consider all the world I am made. I see the stars, I hear rolling thunder, I'm not too loud, the universe display.
be up on them because I'm scared of them high. But I said, someone must have been standing on a mountain, a big long mountain in the Rockies to write that song. They must have been.
Oh,
standing-
yeah.
I mean,
Seeing the
up on mountain,
stars,
seeing all that,
stars,
standing on
and
the
the
mountain,
mountains.
they would write those that song.
Oh. Wow. That reminds me of a song. I don't know if I can remember the song. Life is easy. When you're up on the mountain, you've got peace of mind, like you never known. When things change and you're down in the valley, don't lose hope, you're never alone. God on the mountain, yes, the God in the valley. When things go wrong, He'll make it right. And the God of the good time is the God in the bad time. The God of the day is the God in the night. The God on the mountain is the God in the valley. When things go wrong, He'll make them right. And the God of the good times is the God in the bad times. The God of the day is the God in the night. I think that's
I know
that's
that
my
song.
sister's song. It's what it is. It's like country gospel. God in the mountains. Yeah. You haven't heard that song before?
Didn't know the words of it too.
You mentioned mountains, and that's what I thought about. So. We learn something new every day, don't we? Let's sing on the wings of a snow white dove. He sings secure, sweet love, the sight from above. Wings of a dove. When trouble surrounds us, He'll we still have breath, we keep singing.
That's okay. We become part of it.
We sing. Heck, we make it up as we go. If I forget the words, I just keep singing. If you don't know the words, you sing mashed potatoes. If you don't know the words, you sing mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, cornbread, cornbread and buttermilk.
And you just keep playing.
I was trying to think of one of them Hank Williams songs. Some glad morning.
Okay,
when
just a
the
minute.
night
Let me
is
start out. Wait a
over.
minute. Some glad morning when the clock is over, I'll fly away. good song to sing sometime. It's a kind of country gospel.
That was a song, one of the songs I picked out for when Howard died at his funeral. He loved that song, I'll Fly Away.
Wow.
And so I told him, so when they showed, when they showed the pictures of him out there and the thing, he showed the pictures of the people on the screen out there. You've
Yeah.
seen that, where people go in there and see the picture.
Sure.
Anyway,
That's
it's
beautiful.
playing that in the background.
I think that was Sheila's. Didn't your dad like I Fly Away too? Wow.
Well, it's like our church now. They put the words up on the wall.
Wow.
So if people don't know them, they're right there. for
Yeah.
'em.
He just loved that song.
And you could read them too. One of my dad's favorite songs. There's coming a day when the heart is among, no more clouds in the sky, no more tears in the eye, all the peace forevermore, on the land of golden shore. What a day, glorious day that will be. What a day that will be, when my Jesus I shall see. When I look upon His face, the one who saved me by His grace. When He takes me by the hand and leads me to the promised land. What a day, glorious day that will be. There will be no sorrows there, no more burdens to bear, no more sickness nor pain, no more crying over there, and forever I will be with the one who died for me. What a day, glorious day that will be. What a day that will be, when my Jesus I shall see. When I look upon His face, the one who saved me by His grace. When He takes me by the hand and leads me to the promised land. What a day, glorious day that will be.
I don't know that song. Your daddy's favorite song, huh?
And you know what? A lot of times in Sunday afternoons, he was out there playing his guitar while we was watching him, me and my little brother. And so he had an influence on us, and we wanted
He'd be so proud.
to sing too.
He'd be
Yeah.
so proud if he could
Yeah.
know it.
Yeah. I remember one time we was at church. Later on, when my brother wanted to be a minister and I wanted to be a minister, and they said, I couldn't believe those two boys in church. Boy, they were ornery little boys. But you know what? You know what that just shows you? That they should still take you to church.
Well,
And
yeah.
that it stays in your heart.
Yep.
It's like what's going on in my son and my daughter and even my grandson.
Mhm.
You can see how they going to church. You know,
I used to love to go to church when I was a little kid. 'Cause my daddy made us go to Sunday school to keep the preacher from coming over there and bothering him. Because if he didn't send us Sunday school, the preacher would come over to the house.
well,
So why don't
good.
you send them kids to Sunday school? So anyway, we went to Sunday school, but I wanted to go to Sunday school because everybody was so kind. They were just like you're going to see grandma or somebody when you went to Sunday school because everybody was so kind. And one lady lived out in the country and she had a fish pond, and she took us one Sunday to fish out in the fish pond. And I thought, oh, that's the greatest thing, Sunday school teachers take us fishing in her pond. And that's the reason I went. I wanted to go because of the people.
Wow. Wow.
So I always remember to be kind.
That's right. Yeah, how you treat people.
Be kind.
How you treat people is so important. Yeah. that's-
Don't always just be getting on to them about something, just
Yeah.
be kind.
Yeah, be kind. And that's the same way with your kids. You keep loving them, you keep praying for them, you never give up on them.
Just remember you was a kid once.
Well,
And you lived over the spanking and I did too, so
sometimes I still
we
feel like,
deserved them,
sometimes I feel like a kid,
you know.
you know.
Because Daddy spanked us and he never had anyone of us go to jail or nothing. So
You know,
it must have been a good day.
The kids asked me and Sheila what happened to our teeth. And I said, well, we lose ours. You guys lose yours, but you get yours back.
Yeah,
And I mean, once you get old and you lose them, you don't get them back.
right.
So,
The only way you get them back is you have dentures put in.
I never was.
some people don't like the dentures.
I never
They
was
don't
a
fit.
dentist.
Do you got dentures?
Not
No.
yet.
Okay.
office till I was 29 years old. I never was in a doctor's office till I was 17. Went to get my blood taken to get married. And that's the only time I was
Well,
in a
that's
doctor's office.
good. You were a healthy girl.
Yeah, and never was did it till I was 29, and that's because I had the thing, like, in fact, what do you call them, the wisdom tooth, was hurting. And I still got all the teeth, but they don't look too good, but they're still mine.
Well, that's something to write down. She's still got all her teeth. Mary Jo's got all her teeth.
Yeah.
See this tooth right here, Tim?
Yeah.
That's one of those screwy ones.
Okay.
Would you believe that's the only one that's going rotten? And they should have took it out when they had me out there at that dentist clinic.
Right.
So now I gotta go back,
Well, we're all.
but
Okay.
I'm not ready to go back.
Howard had bad teeth when he was retired from the prison. I guess the day after he retired from prison, he went to the dentist. He got 18 teeth pulled. Got them
Wow.
all pulled and got his false teeth. And he didn't like his false teeth, but he said he looked so pretty with those false teeth, you know, because rid of those other teeth. And he had what they call baby teeth. They were just little bitty teeth, you know.
Yeah.
And but the dentures look good on him.
How much is that dog in the window? Whoa, whoa! One window that only cares. How much is that dog in the window? Whoa, whoa! I'd like to know if it's for sale. I don't wanna buy your chicken. Meow, meow. I don't wanna parent that dog. I don't wanna buy the little pieces. You can't think I go for one. How much is that dog in the window? Whoa, whoa! The one with the waggly tail. How much is that dog in the window? Whoa, whoa! I'd like to know if it's for sale. I told one lady,
When that song first came out on the radio, they wore it out. When it first came on the radio, I remember years ago, that's all they play is that. And there's some woman that sung it. Who was it?
you had to ask me that.
There's a woman that sung it though. What
Yeah. That was probably 20 years before I was born.
We had an old radio, had a battery, and it had a wire to from the battery to run through the screen, window screen, down to the ground outside with a big nail on it, that big pin nail on it. And every time the battery get bad, they just go pour some water on the nail. Because they pour water on the nail and the battery straighten out. It just needs to be grounded.
Wow.
That's the way it was.
One Our AC don't work.
Every time I drink
Very good.
water, I see, did you know now they put diapers on you? Every time I drink water, it goes straight to my bladder.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
straight
yeah.
to it. So if I don't want wet bladder, then I don't drink water.
Oh, you need to drink
But I've
water.
got-
Water's
I
good
drink
for
enough.
you.
I drink enough.
You gotta drink
Well,
water.
that's like me, my caretaker. She gets on me. You don't drink enough water. I said, "You know
None
what?"
of us drink
I
enough
told her,
water.
I said, you know what? Why don't you shut up?
Much,
I said, I'm older than you, so
That's
don't
right.
tell me
That's
what
right.
they have to do,
Nobody's
lady.
business. Nobody's business.
And you
Well-
know, hon, at 52, she just had her first baby. And
well, you know, Sheila and I
Grandma had to tell her what
need
they
to
have
drink
to
more
do.
water. You
Nobody-
know, Sheila and I need to drink more water.
What is that taking a picture of?
Sheila and I need to drink more water.
Who's this guy looking at us?
Oh, Sheila and
Sitting on
I
your water.
need to
Get my
drink
feet
more
wet.
water.
Speaking of wet.
Well, I